Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. This is day 20 in my JavaScript studying experiment. I'm 122 hours into studying JavaScript. The main methods I've been using to study JavaScript are to read source code of many different projects that incorporate React because I'm focused on React, and then to read documentation from a number of different sources. I feel that I've made a lot of progress in terms of collecting information or like websites that are quite valuable and building a greater and greater conceptual model of how JavaScript, HTML, and CSS work together. It can be difficult trying to actually parse how JavaScript, HTML, and CSS work together in the modern day because there are so many conflicting ways to succeed. You have tutorials that basically don't use any of the new frameworks, and then you have tutorials that heavily leverage the new frameworks. And it appears on the surface that the syntax and the patterns in the source code are quite different if you're using a framework or just using plain JavaScript. Indeed, there are many different types of JavaScript frameworks too that all look different as well. From Angular to React, I haven't even gotten into anything like Vue or Next, and I probably won't because there's too much. Underneath all of this is an even more difficult problem, which is reading the internet specifications that have been released by multiple different organizations. And I'm not even sure how these organizations relate to each other, if they're completely independent or if they are kind of umbrellaed in some way or another. But you have things like RFCs, and then you have things like W3, the World Wide Web Consortium. And then you have something like What WG. I forget what this stands for, but it's like a work group, web something. It's another web standard. It has like things on the DOM and XHR and lots of different things. The documents, and then you have ECMAScript. The documents are dense and complex, and they almost feel like they have a pattern to them, just like the source code has a pattern to it. An entire grammar almost. ECMAScript feels like an entire grammar. The way the page is laid out and all of the different terminology that they use. Reading through it is too much, but also necessary. I recognize the comprehension I'm aiming for can't really be achieved without sacrifice, and it's really not that much to ask that I, through spaced repetition, expose myself with deeper and deeper impressions to the specification documents that I have collected up to this point. Similarly with source code, I think if I do this in the long term, I will develop a potentially unique and strong comprehension, but you don't know for sure. All I can say now is that throughout the day, I feel good and bad at different times. It's certainly very tiring doing 10 hours of study, but I get through that and I try and stay focused. And, you know, part of this entire process is dealing with doubt and, I guess, boredom. Most people would probably give up or feel deeply dissatisfactory. I don't know. When you put a lot of effort into something, it's easy to get discouraged if you don't make the progress that you want. And when you're studying, there isn't really any progress that you make in a concrete way, which is okay because I have faith. I've dealt with doubt many times before, and it doesn't scare me. But in any event, this is day 20. I could see myself easily getting to day 60, day 40. Like doing this entire process. It doesn't, I believe in it, but it probably seems inefficient to some people. Some people would be like, but that doesn't really matter. So anyways, I guess that's my humble little update about trying to become the best programmer I can. I think I'm going to keep this really short and sweet. The last thing I'll say is that I'm doing another experiment, and I'm posting my videos to 4 different platforms to see if it really matters where you put it, or if the internet is fundamentally uninterested in my content and it has to drastically change. I'm not exactly sure, but I am trying YouTube, Vimeo, Odyssey, and Instagram. And the experiment is interesting to me because I'm going to basically upload videos similar to this for a year. I'm probably going to do other videos as well, but these are the most accessible videos for me to do. And since I'm primarily focused on studying and not making videos, I want to get better at programming, not just produce a bunch of videos and get fans or anything like that. Although it does seem like I probably need to prioritize that a little bit with different titles, different subjects, different focuses, and perhaps I need to actually prepare something before I get up here and speak. But I don't really know. I'm still figuring that out. But yeah, anyways, it's been a good day, and it's been a good learning, and I feel it's going to continue to be good if I just don't give up. But there are going to be some challenges. So with that, I'll say the same thing I usually say at the end of my videos to my audience. Continue working on your focus. Don't let anything break your focus. You have to have strong resolve. You have to be calm and centered in a very, very stable sort of serenity. And it doesn't matter if you don't get there today or at any point. You don't need to get there. You're already calm and strong as it is. But wield that focus like it's your most, like it's the most important thing. Don't give it away to the internet. The internet is trying to get your focus all the time. And take care of yourself. And if you're feeling down or you're feeling upset, right there with you. So don't worry about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.